emergency. He has got a coke-snorting card.
Vehicle stopped. Just get ready to it. Give me your hands. On the floor now!
North Yorkshire's traffic cops.
Crash, 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 crash.
140 mile an hour. How stupid are you?
Driving down crime in England's largest county.
Don't lie to me.
Stone.
Across 3,000 square miles.
Your vehicle's been stolen via an ambulance heading towards...
Dealing with danger on the roads.
What the bloody hell are you doing?
Bailey's trapped in the vehicle upside down.
Under pressure.
Go over there and I will speak to you.
Come on, mate, talk to us.
Out! You're under arrest. I don't know, move!
And at risk.
Tell me I can't see.
Right, you're under arrest.
What's up? Right, you've had enough.
That's serious organised crime level.
Any more strikes, mate, you're going to go to prison.
Around every corner,
Who's going to kill somebody?
Why haven't you stopped?
there's a new challenge for the traffic cops.
Get on the vehicle.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands!
Coming up.
Vehicle is failing to stop.
Nighttime dangers on North Yorkshire's fast roads.
He is goading. He's weaving from lane 1 to 2. He's just increasing his speed a little bit now.
As traffic cops chase down the careless.
Crash, 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 crash.
They're out looking to see what they can steal.
The wanted.
We don't know who's in this vehicle and we don't know what they're capable of.
He's shifting. I'm sat at 140 now. I'm not gaining on him.
And the foolish.
140. Get over here. Get over here. Don't you try walking off.
Police emergency. Okay, where is it? Right, okay, is that on the A1? And we'll get officers to you as soon as we possibly can, okay?
It should have been on the entrance.
Yeah, I'll jump on A1 and I'll get straight up there.
North Yorkshire traffic cop Gav Pearson is on the A1, responding to a report about a stolen car.
Some lad's phoned in, says he's nicked his granddad's car and he's sat with him. So we're going to just try and get up there now. Just coming off of Weatherby now. What's the vehicle?
Call, sir. He's headed away by the entrance to the servicing. So.
Yeah, I'm just on forecourt and everything now. I can't see him anyway. He's not at the entrance. Oh, there's the car, sir. I'm with him now. Get somebody else here, mate. It looks like he's going to go. Yeah, he's going, mate. He's going. He's looking like he's going to take chase. Get somebody here.
Martin, where are you?
It's coming out of Weatherby Services. Is there any units nearby?
37 York. Just think know which road it goes on.
He's going southbound on M1. Southbound on M1. He's doing 30 miles an hour.
It is bizarre for somebody just to start totaling off at such a low speed. There's something not right. There's something not right.
I'm just wanting to get units as quick as we can here.
See if we've got any units.
I think he's goading for a chase here. I think you might, if you can get units en route. We've got high-speed traffic and he's doing 10 mile an hour.
The difference between 10 mile an hour and 70 mile an hour is just a recipe for disaster.
You've got 70 mile an hour traffic coming down. This is why, you know, I'm having to stay behind him. Just having to put a bit of a block on. I'm going to ask him to get this to back off.
I'm trying to figure out what his intentions are here. He seems to stop at one point but then set back off. He's trying to incite something, but I'm opting to sit back at this point.
If we can stop any cars going down into him, because he's going at this speed, he's going to end up hurting himself here.
He's also got a duty of care for everybody else.
He's only doing probably less than 10 mile an hour now.
Oscar 77. We are towards from Harrogate.
9 miles away, traffic cop Chris Story is racing to catch up.
We're just trying to get to the areas because we can.
Generally, in these circumstances, we've got an understanding of what they're going to try and do to try and get away from us, but this guy clearly is just not thinking straight.
He's obviously making some really, really bad decisions. What he's doing is incredibly dangerous.
He's weaving from lane to lane at the minute. Can somebody get to 44? and look at a stinger.
Any unit nearer to 44 for Stinger. So I'm just out 48.
1224, if anybody's behind me, they'll be able to take the hard shoulder, and if they're coming at a greater speed than 10 mile an hour, they'll be able to get straight past him if necessary.
Nearest unit behind you is 1452.
Firearms unit is going to attempt to sting the vehicle just as it leaves our county.
We've got a stinger position set up at 44, just after the bridge.
As well as Chris, there are 2 more units on the way.
You're going to be able to easily see this car coming in lane 2. We're just coming up to first signs for junction 44. Just be aware he is a bit unpredictable. He is goading. We're at half-mile marker for 44. He's weaving from lane 1 to 2 at the minute. We're just increasing his speed a little bit now. And he is going... He's going to be committed at this minute in time. He's committed and he's moving to lane 2 to lane 1. He's weaving. So he's committed on A1M South at 44.
Vehicle inside.
Vehicle stung. Successful sting. Yeah, he's increasing speed. I'm going to move up to take this slip road as well, just to block it off while they take over.
The units ahead take up the chase.
Vehicle is failing to stop. One fire has stopped. Stand by. Can you push around and try and get him stopped?
The firearms units ahead are just trying to box the vehicle in. TPAC tactics have been authorised by Silver in the control room, and we're just coming up on the back of it now.
Can I just confirm which unit or units you have behind the subject vehicle, please?
Call sign Zulu Papa 21, speed 80, stand by.
Zulu Papa 21, can I confirm that the vehicle was successfully stung, or has it not worked?
The vehicle was stung, it's lost 2 tyres to the offside. Vehicle is remaining driving on the rims, on the 2 wheels on the offside.
Your ability to control a car at that speed once it's been stung is minimal and really, really concerning, and we don't want it to be driving any further. The risk is huge at that stage.
Which way are you going? Which way are you going?
Speed 80. Vehicle comes to block the get by, lane 3, lane 3. Risk is currently high due to the subject vehicle.
This guy, the risk of him hurting somebody is absolutely massive, including me.
Let us know when you're going for a get-by.
Can we do a get by up the near side?
Do it.
202, we've got safety on.
Box on. Bring him to the near side, bring him to the near side.
Vehicle remains lane 3. Box on, try and get it on.
Crash, 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 crash. Stay there. Right, pal, you're under arrest, okay, for dangerous driving and failing to stop, and also theft of a motor vehicle.
Do you have any injuries? Your neck and your leg? Yeah. Right, do you think you can stand up? Yeah. Right, we're going to roll you onto your side.
Which way are you going?
On towards you, mate. Okay.
Where are you hurting, bud?
Your right leg.
Set yourself up for us, bud. Put your back into there. Good lad, stay there.
We've got closure on. 1 mile in plus.
Good sting, though. Good sting.
Well, he's lost 2 tyres. He's been riding on rims for
No, it's definitely
about
dangerous
5
driving.
miles.
Definitely dangerous driving. Why?
He's taken up loads and loads of police resources. The road's now shut for people, massive inconvenience. This is a big incident that this guy's caused.
What's wrong with your neck?
My weight and started in there.
Okay, let's have a quick look at it. You've got a bit of a cut there. But you're generally all right, boy. So just stay sat where you are, all right?
He's telling us that he's hurting here and there, but having seen what's just happened in front of us and how he's presenting, we're thinking, thank God for that.
I was very worried for you when you were spinning out.
Have you literally just jumped in car tonight and come and just driven? Yeah, okay. Have you been in police custody before?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Like many times or?
3.
3 times. What for?
Talk.
Okay, for the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
As the cops wait for an ambulance, Chris discovers a note in the teenager's pocket.
What's this for?
I wrote myself a little note.
I'm just seizing the note that we found, which basically admits that he's taking Grandad's car and he's going to take the police on a nice chase. He also insinuates that he's going to go to prison for what he's going to do, so clearly shows his intention of what he was going to do tonight. I know what says on note, mate. Listen, we're going to get you some help, all right? What's happened. There's a bit of damage to the car. That's it, okay? Ultimately, you're here, safe and well, okay? And none of us have been hurt. You've hurt nobody else. But what I've read in the note, we'll get you some help, okay? While you're at the police station, we'll get you some help and we'll start that process.
We find that we've got to flip between being really, really kind of drawn into this dangerous situation and obviously all the emotions that come with that, to you're dealing with somebody's vulnerability. You've got to do it really, really quickly.
Oh, we've got your foil blanket, look. Nice and fashionable. Can't believe you've come out in a T-shirt. Do you feel all right? Hey? All right, sit still. You're all right.
Hello, mate. What's your name? We're going to get a collar on you and immobilise you, all right?
This is the near side wheel here, and you can see where the track crosses over itself as the vehicle's spun. It's been lucky that it's been the right side of the barrier, which has obviously just brought it to a stop. And the fact that the vehicle didn't overturn has been incredibly lucky. I've never ever had anybody that's done a pre-planned failed stop, or I've never been involved in a pursuit that's had this type of planned motive, really.
We've got to think of his safety and think of his well-being now, and just try and piece together as to why he's chosen to do what he's done tonight, whether that be is going to be a criminal proceedings or going to be some sort of intervention. But it's ended safely. Yeah, the car's damaged, but we've got a safe conclusion out of it.
Coming up,
He's just weaving all over the motorway.
more danger on North Yorkshire's fast roads
Don't you try walking off, seriously.
as Gav is forced into an arrest.
He's tested positive for cocaine.
Don't do drugs, man.
They're out looking to see what they can steal.
And wanted suspects caught on the run.
She's on her own with 2 wanted males. It's right down here, look. He's shifting.
Dealing with danger on North Yorkshire's fast roads is a round-the-clock challenge for traffic cops like Gav Pearson.
7-0, I've got a Volkswagen Golf at high speed. I'm 130.
I'm trying to make some progress to catch up with another vehicle in front, and I'm in a plain vehicle, and the next thing I know, this white Golf comes out down my driver's side.
I'm sat at 140 now, I'm not gaining on him. Well, can we have units in front for this? Yeah, he's lane 1 to lane 2. He's all over the place. I'm going to let him run to the next junction and then I'm going to try and get him to stop. Just wonder if there's any units in front, just in case he decides to panic. We're up to 130. He's just weaving all over the motorway.
When you're doing speeds of 140 mile an hour, things can go sideways just from the slightest little thing. That slightest little steering error, the braking error, it can send it off, and you end up with such a devastating crash that you'd be lucky to walk away from it.
Yeah, Silver 1224 receiving.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I've monitored this channel. I'm going to ask for a conventional stop to be put in. Are you in a plane base at the moment?
I am, yes.
What we've got is a young lad who's not had his licence at a great number of years. Is he putting people in danger? Yes, he is.
Just let him up. And he's on our shoulder. Get in my car. 140. How stupid are you? How stupid? 140. All right. Get over here. Get over here. Don't you try walking off. Don't you try walking off. Seriously. Don't do it.
I'm not trying to walk off. Are you mad? I'm not trying to walk off.
Get your hands behind your back. Get your hands behind your back.
Relax, sir.
Get your hands behind your back.
I'm not trying to walk off.
70, just get another unit to me.
I didn't know whether he were going to do something stupid. I'm on a busy motorway. I ain't letting him get back in that car. I ain't letting him on that carriageway. He's getting handcuffed.
Should be with you eminently.
Yeah, I've just had to cuff him up because he's behaving. Sit. Get your foot in. No, I'm not. I'm not at all, mate. I'm not impressed. You're going to court, mate. I don't care if your bird is whatever. 140 mile an hour. I've had you on video since junction 44.
Can you uncuff them, please, mate?
No, you got cuffed up because you went to walk off an extra motorway, mate.
Please, can you uncuff them, please?
No,
Please.
no, they're not getting uncuffed yet. Mate, they're not designed for comfort. If they were, they would be pink and furry, wouldn't they? Absolutely appalling, mate.
I'm not drunk. I'm not. You can breathalyse me and everything, mate.
I'm going to be drug testing you and everything. Right, stick your tongue out.
What's that, a breathalyzer?
No, it's a drug test. It's for presence of cocaine and cannabis. No.
I thought you were drugs, mate.
OK. We'll see what the test says.
Last year, over 10,000 drivers were caught drug driving.
You tested positive for cocaine. OK?
You cocaine?
Do you have any cocaine on you?
No.
Do you have any drugs in that car?
No. I don't have any drugs in this car.
Not in this car, in that car.
In that car. There's no drugs in that car. I've had a smart whip. Do you know what a smart whip is?
I know it is, mate.
Yeah, that's what I've had.
Well, you're coming back positive for cocaine.
I've had a smart whip, mate. That's
Smart whip isn't cocaine.
Smart whip is nitrous oxide, more commonly known as laughing gas.
I don't know if he was trying to convince himself or me that this positive result for cocaine was a result of doing the nitrous. It's designed specifically for cannabis and cocaine.
Likelihood is I'm going to be seizing your car as well. Well, you might do.
Another officer arrives to move the car.
We need to get off this hard shoulder and go somewhere safe so we can actually deal with the car in a safer environment.
You were unfit to drive, mate. Absolutely unfit to drive. You're absolutely diabolical that you're behind a powerful machine like that and you're driving like that. So you've had your licence 3 years and now you're looking at losing it. So all I can say is well done tonight, mate. That's all I can say.
With the suspect off the motorway, a search of the car is underway.
It's all right, mate.
Right.
It's all right.
Relax.
Listen. Nothing in that car, man.
It doesn't matter. They're still going to check it, mate, because of the way you're acting and the way you're behaving and what you've tested positive for. What's point? You brought this on yourself, dude, not us. We're here to do his job. So I'll let you know at this point in time you're under arrest on suspicion of driving whilst over the specified limit for cocaine.
I'm in the middle,
Oi!
fella.
I stopped you.
Yes, that's perfect.
You decided to come past me at 44, 140.
They're hurting me.
Right.
I've never been in this situation, mate.
Well, is this the drugs
Never.
kicking in or something, mate?
There's
Because,
no
right,
drugs.
chill out then.
There's no drugs.
Chill out.
Mate, don't do drugs, man.
My test says different.
I smell, mate. You can't smell out. I don't.
It don't matter about smelling out, does it? There's a van here. I'll put him in there. Right. You know, we're not going to tolerate it on North Yorkshire's roads.
with Gav on his way to custody to deal with the young driver.
Cool. Thank you. Cheers.
Traffic Sergeant Paul Cording receives information about a suspect car.
Northbound just now, vehicle with someone wanted on warrant, possibly inside.
As Paul turns out to look for the car, Control has an update.
What's the details?
Nissan notes in grey. 23-year-old person, driver wanted on warrant, marker went on 10 days ago.
Criminals tend to come out at night because they try and carry out their work under the cover of darkness. Zulu Papa Unit, where are you?
Other officers are also responding.
Just A61 coming in.
Devor, Hornbeam Park, so I'll get out to Leeds Road.
It's registering the show back to Leeds, so no indication as to where it might be going.
Yeah, so there's a vehicle potentially coming out our way that contains a wanted male, so I'm just going to park up on the edge of town and see if it comes our way. We're looking for a grey Nissan Note.
The suspect has crossed over the border from West to North Yorkshire along one of the county's busy A roads.
3.5 minutes ago now, northbound standby.
S1268, it's Leeds Road inbound. 1268, it's Leeds Road inbound, just past Appleyard. Yeah, I'm just going to wait for firearms units to get with us and then we'll put a stop in. When you're single crew, as it's dark, you can't see in the car, you don't know how many people are in it. I don't know anything about him, so far rather have somebody with me. We're out the roundabout, continuation Leeds Road inbound. Hello, buddy. Just switch your engine off for us, mate. Just pop yourself up. Just give us your hand. Right, information received that you're wanted on warrant, so at this stage you're under arrest for that, okay? Okay, did you know you're wanted or not? Okay.
Why am I wanted for warrant?
I don't know the full details, but I wanted to make sure I get you secured first. All right, so we'll get to the bottom of it. Just pop round there, I'm going to give you a search. Just check.
How much cash do you have on you? About 3 or 4. Do you usually carry that much? No, it's casino. I just won. Which casino were you at? In Coke-snorting? Yeah. Where? Yeah.
Where have you just come from? Leeds.
Along with the suspect, there are 2 women in the car.
What have you been doing tonight?
Just driving, really.
Driving? Yeah. You haven't stopped anywhere?
Not really.
Oh, right, okay. So have you lied to me or what? No.
It smells a bit of cannabis in there. Have you got anything on you? Have you smoked anything at all?
No, I don't do drugs.
Who smoked it in your car then?
A friend that just dropped one.
I think the chap's wanted for possession with intent to supply, but there's a warrant out for his arrest, so we'll get to the bottom of it, and whoever's issued the warrant will be off to court there in the morning. Okay, based on the information, I'm going to carry out a search. Is there anything within this vehicle that you should know?
No.
No? You haven't got anything? Who are these 2 phones?
The black ones, has it got a case on?
Yeah.
Yeah, but for them ones are mine.
Right. And what about this fake phone? And who's this phone?
I just got that fixed. You can look at the back. I just paid for it.
Not with that.
No, not with that. Not with it.
There's 3 phones in there. There's a very dodgy £20 note, but it's not even worth seizing because it's that rubbish. But there's also nitrous oxide. But it's laughing gas, so unless you're impaired by it, there's no power to lock somebody up for it unless there's evidence of impairment. We were only behind them for a short time, and there was nothing that would give us cause for concern. Hey, up here, Sonny Courts, can you speak? Got some good news for you. You've got a prisoner coming in wanted on warrant. Yeah, Tevon. We'll bring your keys up to the station, mate. I hate drugs. They're a scourge on society. They make life hell for an awful lot of other people. It could have been anybody, but right place, right time. Sometimes you make your own luck. Good result. Cops 1, bad guys 0.
Right, fella, let's get you booked in.
In custody, traffic cop Gav is about to interview the young driver he arrested on the A1.
Been arrested before? What for?
Just over a girl.
Over a girl?
Yeah.
No, you won't be the first, you won't be the last, I guess. Yeah. Come on. So if you just want to come up here. So this gentleman's been pulled over for speeding on the motorway, travelling at speeds of 140 miles an hour. And his behaviour's been erratic. So he's been subject to a roadside drugs wipe, which has given an indication of the presence of cocaine.
I'm going to authorise your detention. Are you working in the morning?
Am I working?
Keep your hands out your pockets.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. What did you say, sir?
Are you working?
I've got work tomorrow.
Double the speed limit on a motorway. This is going to be one hell of a learning curve for him.
I knew you were undercover straight away because I can tell.
One, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, listen, you're that clever you think you can spot an undercover a mile away. One, you didn't spot it until you were right at the side of me. Two, you didn't even spot me following you at 140 miles an hour. So what's that say?
He's going to go to court, and I'm hoping the magistrates throw the book at him. I'm hoping they actually give the maximum sentence they can do.
Coming up,
Wanted for burglary, actively committing fuel theft.
the traffic cops continue the hunt for criminals using North Yorkshire's fast roads.
Stinks of diesel in there, lad. All they do is just plug it in, hook it to the car battery, and then it'll suck it out really quickly.
The Albanian police trying to locate him.
And a suspected drug trafficker is caught on the run.
You were shown as being wanted. Yeah, for concern in the supply of Class B drugs.
The one that's just got off, it's into male wanted. I've run the first one through, he's wanted. Second male's also wanted.
Yeah, from 888, have you got any more details for us?
On the A1 in North Yorkshire, traffic cops Amanda Stokes and Gavin Pearson are hunting for 2 suspects in a white van.
Wanted for burglary, actively committing fuel theft. Might be a proper goal, this one.
Yeah, received. I'll make sure I'm on A1.
My ears have started to prick up.
If they know they're wanted, then it's a cat and mouse game, innit?
It's got northbound, Amanda, in northbound.
Received. They're obviously up to no good. They're out looking to see what they can steal.
I believe the males are from Leeds. It's a long way to travel, but we do have a lot of cross-border crimes.
They're travelling out of an area where they're living into our area. They're on our patch, basically. They're showing willingness to travel to commit crime.
Kind of the way up to just before Thursday, if I can pick it up.
Are you wanting others to move up that way?
You can start moving up, mate, yes, that'd be grand.
I can confirm that I've not passed anything matching that description.
North Yorkshire's predominantly a rural area, which can present problems in trying to locate vehicles because they literally will hit a camera in one location and then before you know it, it's just disappeared.
We do have a unit in front where we think it's going to go. So the more units we get north now, the better.
Yeah, from 888.
Ahead of Gav, Amanda is lying in wait for the van.
Yeah, I'm going to just sit behind it and I'm going to try and bring it in quick, but this service is on the northbound.
Sometimes you just have that element of luck and a vehicle will pop up in front of you just literally when you're least expecting it.
Whereabouts are you? I'm just coming on to 168.
Vehicle committed. Northbound.
I think it's maxing out at 150, this.
We've got an inside indication approaching services.
just trying to make best ground. I think I'm next nearest unit. She's on her own with 2 wanted males. I've had signs for services in one.
We don't know who's in this vehicle and we don't know what they're capable of.
I'm with her now.
Yes, yes.
How are you doing, lad? You all right?
Could be worse, couldn't it?
Could be worse. Where's that from?
Leeds.
Leeds. Woman hell. Bit from home.
Teesside to my mates.
Ah, right. All right. I thought important. No. It stinks of diesel in there, lad. Stinks of diesel in there. Right. Okay. All right. I ain't opening it up yet.
Bracelets on them. Use your hands, lad. Use your hands.
Just stand there. Just getting your bracelets on you. All right. Mate, there's a strong smell of diesel in here. Yeah. All right. There's stuff in back which is linked to siphoning fuel, okay, and fuel thefts.
There's a proper pump in back, an electronic pump.
We've got a couple of barrels there that are empty. Just sit down, lad. Stay sat there for us, lad. All right.
Cuffs on and all that.
Yeah.
Why is someone been nicking diesel like?
Well, current climate. You're not wanted or missing at the minute, are you? Do you want to just leave that for now?
What is the burglary in Wakefield?
Driver or passenger?
Passenger.
Passenger. Right, you want it for burglary, I believe in Wakey. All right, okay. So you're going to be arrested on suspicion of burglary, okay? I think what we're going to do as well is we're going to arrest you on suspicion of going equipped for theft as well with what you've got in the back of here, okay? Because you've got stuff which is used for siphoning diesel, all right, and other fuels, okay? Well, you might do, but at this minute in time, there's items in here which can be used for theft, okay? So you're both going to get lifted for going equipped, and then obviously you'll want it for burglary, all right? So they've got a battery in the back as well, so it shows that they're hooking up to a battery. Siphons fuel out of vehicles. So what they'll do is just plug it in, hook it up to the car battery, and then it'll suck it out really quickly. It's not what you normally see in the back of a car, to be honest, unless they're up to no good. So, I mean, fuel theft's always been a problem, but more so now. Prices have started to rise. We've seen an increase in it.
Just put your phone down.
Yeah.
Just put it on there, lad. Come on. What's up, lad?
I
don't. Listen. I don't know. West Yorkshire have turned around and put it on that you wanted.
Listen, I know exactly how it works, bro.
Right. What we got? You have to.
Nervous.
Fat, nervous. Not a single place. Not a single place. Mentally nervous.
We've probably got them before they've committed any offences. Always nice to get them with the stuff in the vehicle, then the bang to rights with it. Might take them a bit of explaining. They're mumbling some excuses, but you won't travel this far at this time of night. So no, I think they've got some questions to answer.
We do tend to find that we get quite a lot of travelling criminals coming through the area, and I'm of the opinion that if you're going to use our roads, then I'm going to be there to stop you.
I've had a chat with Wesy, and it's 30 grand's worth of electric bikes that got nicked that he's wanting for. You happy for me to take handcuffs off him, Sergeant?
Sorry, Sergeant?
Yep, yeah.
Make a feel cold coming off you.
You've been in a nice warm van.
We've outstayed as well. Come on, Sarge. Ready to go on. Get that West Yorkshire police up here rapid, mate, and speak to me about something I ain't done, mate. Get me home.
You've got to be interviewed here first.
Huh?
You have to be interviewed here.
For 2 drums, I don't think that sergeant's going to let you interview me for 2 empty drums.
You will. You'll get interviewed for going equipped.
Going equipped for 2 empty drums. Has any diesel been stolen?
Doesn't matter.
Don't discuss the case. Until you've got your books in here, I don't even know why you're here. So
I don't.
Let's.
This one here, mate. Right. We've got the lads in custody for this going equipped. And one significant thing that's popped up is his mobile phone. He's had messages coming on asking to see if he's got diesel for sale. So it'll be something else that'll bolster what we've already got him with. Evidence still keeps coming in and building up. So fingers crossed we'll get a decent result out of it all.
Coming up.
That's it.
Amanda's back on the A1.
2 occupants.
On the hunt for a suspected drug runner.
He's currently shown wanted for supply, use, manufacture of drugs.
What are we looking for?
BMW 5 Series. It's just heading south towards Hull, apparently.
All right.
Ross Morley and Amanda Stokes are heading out to look for a suspected drug dealer wanted by Humberside Police.
Just for info, Thomas Hales on the side, son. Don't have a photograph. Let's try.
Yeah, we've joined the A1 now.
So we've been given information that there's a male travelling southbound. He's showing as a wanted male. Not sure of the exact circumstances. Did they say what colour it was we're looking for?
Silver.
So with wanted persons, people can disappear very easily. So when we do get a report, we'll try everything we can to locate the vehicle and get it stopped.
It should be another couple of minutes before it's going through travelling normal road speed. So you're a bit ahead of it.
Yeah, that's monitored. So we're just going to drop back a little bit and allow him to pass us, hopefully.
Somebody that's reported as wanted, they might lie low for a while and keep under the radar, so to speak. But I do think after a while there's an element of complacency.
Eyes peeled for a silver BMW.
So they will take that risk and they will jump in a car and they'll travel. And it's our job to catch them.
Who's in the driver's seat to be okay?
It's myself, Sarge.
So if you want to swap over,
Yes, yes.
Oh, we haven't got time to swap over. You watch, it'll go past now, won't it?
Ross is an advanced driver, but I have extra qualification of being a pursuit driver.
Typical, come on, you've seen everything. That's it.
So what? Lane 3, just approaching Borough Bridge. We've got contact with the vehicle. Yeah, received. Our intention's going to be to bring it off at the A59, just compliant stop. Yeah.
Is it in front of this one?
Oh, it's a few. It's 2 up. For cover. We're in front of this vehicle.
Stick and follow me on.
Yeah.
They either stop compliantly for you or they want to try and get away, and you could find yourselves in a pursuit.
But I don't want him pulling out and backing while we've got these HGVs coming up. So we'll keep him in this lane.
He's complying with us at the moment. It's 2 occupants.
There we go.
Hello, buddy. All right. Do you have your driving licence? How much English do you speak?
very little.
You can get by. How long have you owned the car? 3 months. Right.
Do you have any ID on you? Thank you.
Yeah, received. You just give me some details, please.
Yeah, he's currently shown up wanted for supply, use, manufacture of drugs. The offence concerning the supply of Class B drugs.
Yeah, that's all received. Get the van towards my location, please. Then when the van turns up, we'll lock him up and we'll get him away. There's no point antagonising people now. Wait until we can get them contained and then they can be off to the cells.
What's the reason of stopping this?
There's obviously been an indication in relation to the vehicle, but it may be that it's changed hands since the information was put on, that's all.
Amanda keeps the suspect occupied as they wait for the police van.
They thought that they were sorting out a valid insurance for us so that they could be on their way. It does credit to Box clever in certain situations.
Have you got the details of your policy? Right, the problem with this one is this is an old document. Have you got another one?
I understand there's a van coming out of Flaxby for us, is that correct?
Yes, 768 on route to yourselves.
So how do you like living in? Good little place, isn't it? I used to work in that area of the country. It's not that cold.
We're not used to this.
You get used to it in Yorkshire.
With the driver, it could just have been a case of he thought that we might not know anything, and if he just kept quiet and didn't say anything, that we wouldn't pick up on the fact that he was wanted.
Oh, that looks like it. Let's have a look at this one then.
4th time lucky.
Between 47 and 49.
He hasn't had the good news yet, but I'll let him know.
Hang fire though, because a colleague needs to speak to you again. There's an issue that we need to clarify.
Just want to jump out, buddy. Jump out. Right. So we've checked our computer systems.
Huh?
We've checked our computers.
Yeah.
And you were shown as being wanted. Yeah. For concern in the supply of Class B drugs. So because of that, I'm going to place you under arrest.
Sorted. OK.
I don't need to handcuff you, do I? Thank you. Jump in there, buddy.
Just make sure you're happy that's empty before you get in.
The passenger is free to leave with the car, but the driver is heading to custody.
I think he knew it was coming, in all honesty.
My view of the look on his face was that it sort of realised the inevitable had happened.
Walk this way. Just stand on the black line for me next to my colleague.
The insurer is wanted by Humberside Police, so he's going to have to stay with us. We'll make some calls to them. So if you go to my colleagues, tell them to...
With the suspect waiting to be interviewed by Humberside Police, Amanda and Ross get back out on patrol.
So that lad that we just locked up, his fingerprints are being found on the extractors in the cannabis farm.
What?
The value of the cannabis farm was £750,000 worth of cannabis.
Bonus. Well, he's not going anywhere then, is he?
He's going to get remanded.
Yeah.
Apparently it's the Albanian police. That's why it's taken so long to locate him. It's the address he's given in custody. Northumbria police went round to last month, and it's derelict.
He's probably been hiding in plain sight as well, hasn't he? Criminal activity on that scale, it's very satisfying when you eventually catch up with these people and they're brought to justice.
The majority of people who are wanted have been trying to evade us. But when you get a career criminal who's been in the system long enough, they'll try and play it.
They'll go to prison, they'll come back out and they'll carry on doing it. And it's up to us to make sure we can do our best to make sure they get behind bars and stay there.
Yeah, he's going, mate, he's going.
In this episode,
You've got high-speed traffic and he's doing 10 mile an hour.
the young man that Gav Pearson believed was goading him into a chase on the A1
Crash, 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 crash.
was released from hospital the next morning with no serious injuries and taken back into custody by police. At youth court, he received a 12-month referral order for taking a vehicle without the owner's consent and driving whilst disqualified.
Have you been in police custody before? Yeah? 3 times.
No further action was taken against him for failing to stop, driving without due care and attention, and no insurance.
It's right down there, look. He's shifting.
The young man, suspected of driving at 140 miles an hour along the motorway,
Get over here. Get over here. Don't you try walking off.
is currently released under investigation. He could receive a minimum 1-year driving ban.
Well, you're coming back positive for cocaine.
I've had a smart whip, mate. That's
Smart whip isn't cocaine.
No action was taken against him for any drug driving offences.
Well, chill out.
I've never been in this situation, mate.
Well, is this the drugs
Never.
kicking in or something, mate?
There's
Because
no
well,
drugs.
chill out then.
Wanted for burglary.
The 2 wanted men arrested by Gav and Amanda with a van full of tools on suspicion of stealing fuel were released without action due to insufficient evidence.
Why is someone been nicking diesel, like?
The wanted passenger was taken into custody by West Yorkshire Police the following day in connection with burglary offences.
Not a single police officer on the been nervous.
Okay, did you know you were wanted or not?
The young man arrested by Sergeant Paul Cording for being wanted by the courts in Leeds was fined over £400
Nitrous oxide.
and ordered to forfeit drugs. And
That's it.
So what?
the wanted man, suspected of drug dealing and cannabis production by the Albanian police force, is currently released under investigation.
Wanted for supply, use, manufacture of drugs.
He could be facing deportation and time in prison in his home country.
And the traffic cops are back next Monday at 8.
Follow a family of beavers and all that burrow in the wilds of Britain. Channel 5's new series Secret Life of the Forest, Wednesday at 8. Next, a stolen car takes a bend too fast. Officers giving chase on foot. It's new Police Night Shift 999 in just a moment.